Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and to another character spotlight for the Monsters Among Us. I'm very excited to do this one as this character was my favorite to write, even stealing the show from Seth himself. And well, I'll save some extra thoughts for the end, but let's just dive right into the written portion. Sasha. Found during a demon hunt in colonial Massachusetts, Sasha is Verdeus' adopted daughter and heir to the Demon Slayer Guild. In modern times, she's over 300 years old. But just as is the case with all other members of the guild, magic keeps her young, as she resembles a healthy 26-year-old woman, but one who is far wiser. Though wisdom, as is often the case, is derived from suffering. Prior to being found by Verdeus, Sasha was a victim of daily abuses from her biological father, a trauma which would take centuries to fully heal from and become the strong woman Seth meets along his journey. Playful and upbeat, but also a hardened warrior with a focused mind for science, Sasha acts as a guide to Seth alongside Verdeus, after taking an interest in the demon with a trait never before seen in his kind: emotion. This interest blossoms into romantic attachment, one that Seth also falls into, though without awareness, as his continued pursuit of his beloved blinds him to what could be if only he moved on. While Seth is ridiculed by Malthus and lectured by Verdeus, Sasha opts to see the best in him. For you see, he's just like her. After 300 years of life, she has had ample time to discipline her inner turmoil, but there was once a time where her emotions were as volatile as Seth's, and along her path of growth, she's also made plenty of mistakes. A fact that prepares her to forgive as a catastrophe strikes the guild. All right, that's Sasha. And as I said before, she was my favorite character to write throughout the book. Unexpectedly, she just grabbed me in ways that, and this is not saying anything against the other characters. I love them all to death, but there was just something about her that just made me relish in every second of writing her character. And like I said in what I just read, she also acts as a guide for Seth and takes an interest in him. And in addition to that, she also acts as a mirror to Seth. With having gone through a traumatic upbringing herself, it is revealed that she's not all that different from him. She understands what it's like to make mistakes and be overcome with darkness and pain. But unlike Seth, she understands also how to overcome that pain. You see where I'm going with this. She represents everything Seth can be if only he overcomes his pain. If only he grows to that point. If only he chooses to be better. It not only represents all of that, but represents what I consider to be the perfect person. She is well-rounded. She is not typically she exudes some traditional female traits, but also some that are not at all traditional female traits, such as the ability to, when necessary, be cold and cruel and a hardened soldier. But she's also loving and kind and playful. Sasha is a lot of things, and I cannot wait for you to get to know her. Because, along with relishing in every moment of writing her story, there has not been a single time I've reread this book, and I've read it about 20 times now to get it, edited to perfection. Every single time, I've upon reading her backstory, my eyes fill with tears. She's such an empathetic character. I honestly don't think anybody could, come to know her without empathizing and feeling quite hard for her. But that is the spotlight for Sasha. And going forward, we're going to venture into villain territory. There are more companions to Seth. There are a bunch of side characters, too, that I'm not even writing spotlights for. This is a book with a massive cast, and I can't wait for you to get to know everyone. But that is it for the good guys, or the protagonists, at least, because this is a book of, let's say, gray areas. But next time, we start talking about the villains. But until then, go down to the description below, pre-order a copy. It would mean the world to me. And see you next time.